What happened on the second day of Gettysburg? Have you ever wondered how a single day could change the course of a war? On July 1863, the second day of the Battle of Gettysburg unfolded with intense fighting and strategic maneuvers that would shape the American Civil War. This day was marked by fierce clashes between Union and Confederate forces, each aiming to gain the upper hand. In the early morning, Union General George Meade gathered his senior officers at Cemetery Hill. This location was vital for the Union's preparations as they braced for the day ahead. Meanwhile, skirmishes broke out in front of Cemetery Hill, but both sides eventually withdrew to regroup. The Union Army had established a defensive position shaped like a fishhook. This included key areas such as Cemetery Ridge and Little Round Top. These hills were essential for the Union's strategy, providing a strong defensive line against Confederate attacks. Confederate General Robert E had a plan to exploit what he saw as weaknesses in the Union's flanks. He instructed General James Longstreet to launch an attack on the Union left flank, while General Richard Ewell was tasked with assaulting the right flank. Lee hoped to break through the Union lines and gain a decisive victory. The battle began around 3:30 in the afternoon when Longstreet's artillery opened fire on the Union positions. This marked the start of a fierce engagement that would see heavy fighting across the battlefield. Union forces, led by General Daniel Sickles, had advanced their lines but soon found themselves in a brutal fight against Longstreet's troops. One of the most significant engagements occurred at Little Round Top. Here, Union forces, commanded by Colonel Joshua Chamberlain, successfully defended against repeated Confederate assaults. The defense of this position was vital for maintaining the Union's hold on Cemetery Ridge. Another area of intense fighting was the Wheatfield. This location witnessed some of the bloodiest clashes of the day, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. Despite being outnumbered in some areas, Union forces managed to hold their ground. As the day came to an end, Lee ordered Ewell to attack Cemetery Hill if possible. However, Ewell assessed that an assault was not feasible with the forces he had available. Both sides spent the night repositioning their troops, preparing for the battles that lay ahead. The second day of Gettysburg was a day of fierce conflict and strategic positioning. The Union's ability to hold key locations set the stage for the final day of the battle, which would ultimately determine the outcome of the American Civil War.